When we talk about superfoods, the conversation often shifts toward exotic berries, kale, or turmeric. But one of the most powerful, nutrient-dense, and misunderstood foods has been sitting in our kitchens all along: eggs. Humble, inexpensive, and compact, yet packed with a nutritional profile that rivals the most celebrated health foods in existence. Let's take a moment and dive into what actually happens when you start eating eggs daily. The impact it can have, not just on your protein intake, but on your entire body, is truly remarkable. Eggs are among the most nutrient-dense foods available, offering a complete array of vital nutrients that support the body's daily function in a compact, low-calorie package. A single large egg contains approximately 70 to 80 calories, yet within that small number of calories lies an incredible concentration of over 13 essential vitamins and minerals. This makes eggs not just a source of protein or breakfast staple, but a powerhouse of foundational nutrition that can support multiple systems within the body. Among the nutrients found in eggs are vitamin A, which is essential for vision, immune function, and cell growth; vitamin D, which plays a role in bone health and immune support; vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage; and vitamin K, important for proper blood clotting and bone metabolism. These fat-soluble vitamins are more effectively absorbed when consumed with dietary fat, and the yolk of the egg provides exactly that, acting as a built-in delivery system that maximizes absorption. In addition to fat-soluble vitamins, eggs contain a wide range of water-soluble B vitamins. These include vitamin B12, which supports red blood cell formation and neurological health; riboflavin, which helps with energy metabolism and cellular function; folate, which is critical for DNA synthesis and repair; and pantothenic acid and biotin, which are involved in the metabolism of fats and carbohydrates. The importance of these nutrients cannot be overstated, especially in modern diets that are often low in micronutrients despite being high in calories. When these deficiencies build up over time, they can lead to fatigue, poor mental function, weakened immunity, and even chronic disease. Iron, phosphorus, and selenium are also found in eggs in meaningful amounts. Iron, particularly in the form found in egg yolks, is needed for the formation of hemoglobin and oxygen transport in the blood. Phosphorus plays a role in the formation of bones and teeth, while selenium supports the production of antioxidant enzymes and protects cells from oxidative stress. These minerals often go overlooked, but they are essential for the maintenance of basic biological functions and long-term health. Moreover, the trace amounts of zinc, calcium, and iodine found in eggs contribute to hormone balance, bone density, and thyroid function, respectively. What makes eggs truly unique, however, is not just the variety of nutrients they offer, but the bioavailability of those nutrients. Bioavailability refers to how well your body can absorb and use a nutrient, and eggs excel in this regard. Many foods contain nutrients, but if the body cannot absorb them efficiently, the nutritional value is diminished. The structure of the egg, especially the yolk, provides a natural delivery system for its contents, enhancing the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and ensuring the body can effectively utilize the nutrition it receives. This is one reason why eggs are considered a benchmark in studies comparing protein quality and nutrient absorption. In fact, when scientists want to measure the quality of a protein, they often use the egg as the reference standard. This tells us that beyond just containing nutrients, the composition of an egg is biologically ideal for human health and growth. The nutrients within the egg work in synergy, meaning they enhance each other's effects and contribute to an overall greater impact than if taken individually. The yolk and white together create a complete nutritional profile, each part bringing its own strengths. The yolk, often misunderstood and discarded in low-fat diets, contains nearly all the vitamins and healthy fats, while the white provides a lean source of high-quality protein without additional calories or fat. For many years, eggs were criticized and even feared due to their cholesterol content. This fear was rooted in the belief that eating cholesterol-rich foods would directly lead to higher cholesterol levels in the blood, increasing the risk of heart disease. One large egg contains about 18.6 milligrams of cholesterol, mostly found in the yolk, which led to widespread advice to limit egg consumption or avoid yolks entirely. However, as nutritional science has advanced, a more complete and accurate picture of cholesterol metabolism has emerged. It turns out that dietary cholesterol doesn't function in the body the way many once thought. In most individuals, the cholesterol consumed in food has minimal effect on the levels of cholesterol in the bloodstream. The liver, which produces the majority of cholesterol in the body, adjusts its output based on dietary intake. When more cholesterol is consumed, the liver produces less, and when less is consumed, the liver compensates by making more. This dynamic regulatory system keeps cholesterol levels relatively stable in most people, regardless of how many eggs they eat. Numerous high-quality studies have confirmed that egg consumption does not lead to a significant increase in low-density lipoprotein (LDL), often referred to as bad cholesterol, in the vast majority of people. In fact, eggs tend to raise levels of high-density lipoprotein (HDL), or good cholesterol, which is associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. HDL cholesterol plays a critical role in transporting cholesterol from the arteries to the liver, where it can be broken down and excreted from the body. Higher HDL levels are linked to a reduced risk of heart attacks and strokes, suggesting that the changes in blood lipids caused by egg consumption may actually be beneficial rather than harmful. While it is true that a small percentage of people, referred to as hyper-responders, may see a rise in both LDL and HDL cholesterol when consuming more dietary cholesterol, the particle size of LDL also matters. Eggs tend to increase the proportion of large, buoyant LDL particles, which are considered less atherogenic than small, dense LDL particles. This means that even in individuals who experience a slight increase in LDL cholesterol, the overall shift in lipid profile may still support heart health. It is also worth noting that the presence of cholesterol in the diet is not inherently negative. Cholesterol is essential for the body. It forms the structural component of cell membranes, serves as a precursor for steroid hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, and is required for the synthesis of vitamin D and bile acids. Over the last decade, several major health organizations have updated their guidelines in light of this evidence. The dietary guidelines for Americans, for example, removed the previous limit of 300 mg per day of dietary cholesterol in their 2015 update, acknowledging that cholesterol is not a nutrient of concern for overconsumption. This reflects a shift in the scientific consensus and a growing recognition that saturated fat, trans fats, refined sugars, and inflammation are far more critical factors in cardiovascular disease risk than dietary cholesterol from whole foods like eggs. Randomized controlled trials and large population studies have reinforced this shift. In the Physicians' Health Study, involving over 20,000 U.S. male physicians, no significant association was found between egg consumption and heart disease. Similarly, a large meta-analysis published in the British Medical Journal found no clear link between egg intake and the risk of coronary heart disease or stroke in healthy individuals. Some data even suggest that moderate egg consumption may be associated with a reduced risk of stroke. In addition to not being harmful, eggs offer protective nutrients that support cardiovascular health. They are rich in antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, key drivers of heart disease. They also provide high-quality protein that supports muscle maintenance and metabolic health, as well as essential fatty acids that play a role in reducing triglycerides. The fear of eggs was largely based on outdated and oversimplified models of dietary cholesterol and heart health. By understanding how the body truly processes cholesterol and how eggs interact with lipid metabolism, it becomes clear that for most people, eggs are not only safe but beneficial. They provide a unique combination of nutrients that support multiple aspects of health, without the cardiovascular risks once assumed. One of the most valuable but underappreciated nutrients found in eggs is choline. Choline plays a critical role in many essential physiological processes, particularly those related to brain development, cognitive function, liver health, and cellular structure. Despite its importance, choline is often overlooked in mainstream nutrition discussions, and many people fail to get enough of it through their regular diets. Eggs are the richest and most bioavailable dietary source of choline, especially when consumed with the yolk, where nearly all the choline is found. A single large egg contains about 147 milligrams of choline, which is nearly 30% of the recommended daily intake for women and about 25% for men. This is significant because most people fall short of their daily choline needs, especially those who follow plant-based diets or avoid animal products altogether. Choline is essential for the synthesis of acetylcholine, a major neurotransmitter involved in memory, mood regulation, muscle control, and other nervous system functions. Without adequate choline, neurotransmitter signaling can be disrupted, leading to issues with cognitive performance, attention, and mood balance. Research has shown that low choline intake is associated with an increased risk of cognitive decline and neurodegenerative conditions such as Alzheimer's disease. In older adults, higher choline levels in the blood are correlated with better memory performance and reduced brain atrophy. These findings suggest that consistent intake of choline, rich foods like eggs, may play a protective role in maintaining brain health over the lifespan. Choline's role becomes even more critical during pregnancy and early development. It is vital for the proper formation of the fetal brain and spinal cord and plays a role in preventing neural tube defects, similar to the function of folate. During pregnancy, the demand for choline increases dramatically to support the rapid development of the fetus's brain and nervous system. Insufficient choline intake during this period has been linked to impaired brain development and long-term cognitive challenges in children. Emerging studies show that higher maternal choline intake is associated with improved attention span, memory, and processing speed in offspring. Despite these critical benefits, many prenatal supplements do not contain adequate choline, making dietary sources like eggs essential during this stage of life. Beyond its neurological importance, choline is necessary for the structural integrity of every cell in the body. It is a key component of phosphatidylcholine and sphingomyelin, two types of phospholipids that are fundamental to the composition of cell membranes. These molecules not only provide structural support, but also play a role in signaling pathways that regulate cell function, growth, and repair. Without sufficient choline, cellular communication and maintenance can be compromised, potentially affecting the health of tissues and organs throughout the body. Choline also plays a major role in liver function and fat metabolism. It is involved in transporting fat and cholesterol from the liver to other parts of the body. When choline is deficient, fat can accumulate in the liver, leading to a condition known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Studies have demonstrated that individuals with low choline intake are more likely to develop signs of liver dysfunction, including elevated liver enzymes and fat buildup. Regular consumption of choline-rich foods, like eggs, helps support liver detoxification and prevents the development of metabolic conditions related to liver health. Another important function of choline is its role in methylation, a biochemical process that influences gene expression, detoxification, and the production of neurotransmitters and hormones. Choline acts as a methyl donor in these reactions, helping to regulate DNA activity without changing the underlying genetic code. Proper methylation is essential for maintaining balanced homocysteine levels, a marker linked to heart disease and cognitive decline when elevated. By supporting this process, choline indirectly contributes to cardiovascular and neurological health, reinforcing its importance as a nutrient that influences multiple systems within the body. Eggs offer not only a high amount of choline, but also deliver it in a natural matrix that enhances its absorption and synergy with other nutrients. Unlike synthetic supplements, whole foods like eggs provide choline alongside healthy fats, vitamins, and antioxidants that work together to optimize brain and cellular health. Incorporating eggs into the daily diet can help close the choline gap for many individuals, particularly those at risk of deficiency, such as pregnant women, vegetarians, older adults, and those with metabolic conditions. Protein is often associated with athletes, muscle building, or gym culture, but its role in the human body extends far beyond physical performance or aesthetics. Protein is a fundamental structural and functional component of every cell in the body. It is necessary for building and repairing tissues, producing enzymes and hormones, supporting immune function, and maintaining skin, hair, and nails. Eggs are one of the most efficient and complete natural sources of protein available. Each large egg contains approximately 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein, which includes all 9 essential amino acids in the ideal proportions needed by the human body. These essential amino acids cannot be synthesized by the body and must be obtained through diet, making the completeness of egg protein especially valuable. Among the amino acids found in eggs, leucine holds particular importance. Leucine is one of the branched chain amino acids that play a critical role in initiating muscle protein synthesis, the process by which the body repairs and builds new muscle tissue. This is particularly important for individuals engaged in resistance training or physical labor, as well as for older adults who experience age-related muscle loss known as sarcopenia. As people age, their muscles become more resistant to the effects of dietary protein, and higher quality protein sources become necessary to maintain muscle mass and strength. Eggs provide a practical and effective solution for delivering the leucine threshold needed to stimulate muscle repair and preserve lean body mass over time. Beyond muscle health, the protein in eggs contributes to satiety, which refers to the feeling of fullness and satisfaction after eating. Numerous studies have shown that high-protein meals are more effective at reducing hunger and controlling appetite compared to meals rich in carbohydrates or fats. This makes eggs an especially valuable component of a weight management strategy. For example, consuming eggs for breakfast has been shown to reduce overall calorie intake for the rest of the day. In one controlled study, Participants who ate eggs in the morning consumed significantly fewer calories at lunch and throughout the day compared to those who had a based breakfast the same number of calories. This suggests that the type of food matters more than the number of calories alone when it comes to appetite control and metabolic outcomes. Eggs not only help regulate appetite, but also stabilize blood sugar levels. Unlike carbohydrate meals that cause rapid spikes and crashes in glucose and insulin levels, eggs provide a slow and steady release of energy. The protein and healthy fats in eggs work together to moderate digestion and improve insulin sensitivity, which is particularly beneficial for people with prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or insulin resistance. Stable blood sugar levels contribute to better energy throughout the day, reduced cravings, and improved focus and mood. This metabolic steadiness makes eggs an excellent option for breakfast or any meal where sustained energy and reduced hunger are desired. Another advantage of the protein in eggs is its high bioavailability. Bioavailability refers to how well the body can digest, absorb, and utilize the nutrients in a given food. Egg protein is considered the gold standard in terms of bioavailability and is often used as a reference point in scientific studies comparing the quality of other protein sources. This means that not only are eggs rich in protein, but the body is exceptionally well equipped to use that protein effectively. Unlike some plant proteins, which may lack certain amino acids or bound up with anti-nutrients that inhibit absorption, egg protein is readily digested and efficiently converted into the building blocks the body needs. In addition to supporting physical health, the protein content in eggs also supports mental function and hormone regulation. Amino acids derived from dietary protein are used in the synthesis of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. These brain chemicals influence mood, motivation, focus, and overall cognitive performance. Adequate protein intake ensures that the brain has the raw materials it needs to maintain emotional stability and mental clarity. For individuals experiencing mood swings, low energy, or brain fog, insufficient protein intake may be a contributing factor, and adding nutrient-dense, protein-rich foods like eggs can make a meaningful difference. Eggs are also highly versatile, making them easy to incorporate into nearly any eating pattern. They can be boiled, scrambled, poached, baked, or made into omelets and frittatas. Their mild flavor pairs well with a variety of vegetables, herbs, and spices, allowing for creative meal combinations that are both delicious and nutritionally balanced. Because they are widely available and affordable, eggs offer a highly accessible way for people from all backgrounds to improve their protein intake without the need for expensive supplements or specialty products. Within the golden yolk of an egg lies a pair of powerful antioxidants that play a crucial role in protecting and maintaining eye health. These antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin, belong to the carotenoid family and are highly concentrated in the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. Their primary function is to filter harmful high-energy blue light and neutralize free radicals that can damage the eye's sensitive tissues. These protective qualities are essential because they're exposed daily to oxidative stress from light exposure, screen use, and environmental factors, all of which can contribute to gradual vision decline over time. Lutein and zeaxanthin help to absorb this harmful light and reduce the risk of photochemical damage, effectively functioning as natural sunglasses built into the structure of the eye. Egg yolks are one of the most bioavailable sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, meaning the body can absorb and utilize them more efficiently than from many plant-based sources. While leafy greens like spinach and kale also contain these carotenoids, they are bound within plant cell walls and often require dietary fat for proper absorption. The fat content naturally present in egg yolks enhances the absorption of these antioxidants, giving them an advantage over other sources. Research has demonstrated that individuals who consume eggs regularly show increased levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in the bloodstream and in the macula of the eye itself. This indicates that not only are the compounds present in eggs, but they are also effectively delivered to the tissues that need them most. Age-related macular degeneration is one of the leading causes of vision loss in adults over the age of 50. This degenerative eye condition affects the central part of the retina and gradually impairs the ability to see fine details, read, recognize faces, or drive. Numerous studies have found that higher dietary intake of lutein and zeaxanthin is associated with a significantly reduced risk of developing this condition. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that participants who consumed higher levels of these carotenoids experienced a 43% lower risk of developing macular degeneration. Another clinical trial showed that daily consumption of eggs increased macular pigment density, a key biomarker for eye health and protection against degenerative eye disease. Cataracts, another common age-related eye issue, result from the clouding of the eye's lens due to protein degradation and oxidative stress. Just like with macular degeneration, lutein and zeaxanthin have been shown to reduce the risk of cataract formation by protecting the lens from oxidative damage and maintaining its transparency. Including eggs in the diet may support long-term visual clarity and delay the onset of cataract symptoms that can impair daily functioning and reduce quality of life. Beyond their role in protecting against degenerative conditions, these antioxidants also contribute to overall visual performance. Higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin are associated with better contrast sensitivity, faster visual processing, and reduced glare discomfort. These benefits are especially relevant in modern lifestyles where frequent screen exposure from computers, smartphones, and artificial lighting places a constant strain on the eyes. By supporting the health and function of the retina, these carotenoids help to reduce visual fatigue and maintain clarity and sharpness throughout the day. The benefits of eggs for eye health are not limited to these two carotenoids alone. Egg yolks also provide vitamin A in the form of retinol, which is essential for maintaining the health of the cornea and for the production of rhodopsin, a protein that allows the eyes to see in low light. A deficiency in vitamin A is one of the leading causes of preventable blindness in the world, and even in developed countries, suboptimal vitamin A intake can contribute to dry eyes, night blindness, and other visual impairments. Eggs offer a convenient and absorbable source of this nutrient, particularly when consumed as part of a balanced diet. Chronic inflammation and oxidative stress are at the root of many eye disorders, and the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties of the nutrients found in eggs help to combat these threats. Consistent intake of these compounds may slow the progression of age-related changes in the eye and preserve visual function well into later life. The simplicity of adding a few eggs to the weekly diet belies the profound impact they can have on long-term eye health. As research continues to explore the intricate connections between diet and vision, the evidence supporting eggs as a powerful ally for ocular wellness continues to grow. Their unique combination of lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin A, and supportive fats creates a nutritional synergy that specifically targets and nourishes one of the most delicate and vital sensory systems in the body. Eggs offer a unique nutritional profile that supports stable blood sugar levels, effective weight management, and metabolic health in a way that few foods can. Their low carbohydrate content, high protein quality, and healthy fats work together to provide sustained energy without causing rapid spikes or crashes in blood glucose. This makes them particularly beneficial for individuals dealing with insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, or simply those trying to maintain balanced energy levels throughout the day. When blood sugar levels spike after a meal, the body responds by releasing insulin to bring glucose back into a normal range. Frequent spikes, especially from carbohydrate-heavy meals, can lead to insulin overproduction, which over time contributes to insulin resistance, a condition in which the body becomes less responsive to insulin and more prone to storing fat. Because eggs contain minimal carbohydrates and are rich in protein and fat, they result in a much lower glycemic response, helping to reduce the post-meal surge in blood sugar and insulin. The protein content of eggs plays a significant role in satiety, which is one of the most important factors in effective weight management. Studies have shown that meals rich in protein reduce levels of the hunger hormone ghrelin and increase levels of hormones like peptide Y and GLP-1 that promote a feeling of fullness and satisfaction. This hormonal shift leads to a natural decrease in appetite and a reduced desire to snack between meals. For individuals trying to lose weight or maintain a healthy body composition, this satiety effect can lead to a significant reduction in daily calorie intake without the need for strict calorie counting or willpower-driven restriction. Research comparing different types of breakfasts found that people who consumed eggs in the morning felt fuller for longer and consumed fewer total calories throughout the day compared to those who ate a bagel-based breakfast with the same number of calories. Another way eggs support weight management is through the thermic effect of food, which refers to the amount of energy the body uses to digest, absorb, and metabolize nutrients. Protein has the highest thermic effect of all macronutrients, meaning the body burns more calories processing protein than it does processing carbohydrates or fats. This metabolic advantage, while modest in isolation, can contribute to greater energy expenditure over time when protein-rich foods like eggs are a regular part of the diet. This becomes particularly important in weight loss efforts, where maintaining a higher metabolic rate can prevent plateaus and support the preservation of lean muscle mass. Eggs also contain healthy fats that support satiety and hormonal balance. The fat in eggs, including monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, slows the digestion of the meal and extends the release of nutrients into the bloodstream, which helps to maintain consistent energy levels. These fats also support the production of key hormones involved in metabolism, mood regulation, and reproductive health. Additionally, eggs provide cholesterol, a precursor for steroid hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, all of which play roles in fat metabolism and overall energy balance. Contrary to past misconceptions, dietary cholesterol from eggs does not negatively impact most people's blood cholesterol and can actually support important hormonal processes when consumed as part of a whole food diet. Another aspect of metabolic health that eggs support is muscle maintenance. Lean muscle mass is a major determinant of resting metabolic rate, which is the number of calories the body burns at rest. Higher muscle mass is associated with better insulin sensitivity and a greater capacity to use glucose as energy rather than storing it as fat. The high-quality protein and leucine in eggs stimulate muscle protein synthesis, particularly when combined with resistance exercise or strength training. This makes eggs an especially strategic food for those looking to lose fat while preserving muscle, a goal that is critical for long-term health and sustainable weight management. Eggs are not only nutritious but also practical, making it easy to incorporate them into a wide variety of meal plans and eating styles. They are quick to prepare, affordable, and highly versatile, making them suitable for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks because they are minimally processed and naturally portion controlled. They fit seamlessly into whole food eating approaches that prioritize nutrient density over calorie restriction. Whether hard-boiled and eaten on the go, scrambled with vegetables, or poached on top of a salad, eggs provide a satisfying and balanced meal component that supports metabolic goals without requiring complicated meal preparation or expensive ingredients.